Thank you to Body Restore for sponsoring. More on them later. Henry David Thoreau said, "As a single footstep will not make a path on the earth, so a single thought will not make a pathway in the mind. To make a deep physical path, we walk again and again. To make a deep mental path, we must think over and over the kind of thoughts we wish to dominate our lives." I've been exploring the idea of the path for a while now. I found myself walking on many different paths here during my time in England. I like thinking of the path both literally and figuratively. We choose our paths every day, and we walk on them. But what paths are we choosing? Thoreau, as usual, takes the concept of the path to the next level. Let's contemplate that in today's video as I prepare for the journey home. Welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. Our time in England has come to a close, and I was so happy to take you along with us on our adventures. We enjoyed everything from chasing the white rabbit to art in London, castles, cathedrals, and of course, afternoon tea. The best part was spending time with family and creating more memories. England is a magical place, ripe with nature, bursting with life. I always try to take that energy with me back to America so I can enjoy the best parts of England back home too. If you enjoyed watching this series, I'd love to know in the comments what your favorite episodes were. I'm back in America now and contemplating Thoreau's quote on pathways. Settling back into home life can be a bit jarring after a vacation. Do you struggle to re-enter life this way too? For one thing, I have a cold, which you might be able to tell in this voiceover. But in other ways, I have one foot in America, content to get back to the routines I love, and one foot back in England, longing for more castles and afternoon teas. Well, I know the solution to that. I just need to bring a bit of England back to my life in America. If you've read my Madame Chic books, this is what I did with my stay in Paris as well. When we travel, we absorb the best, and sometimes worst, of the local culture that we are visiting. It's a wonderful practice to take the best moments and experiences and bring them back with you in one form or another. So while I'm unpacking, doing chores around the house, and cooking, I'm thinking about how much fun I had, especially with the afternoon tea. More on this in a moment, but right now I'm going to take a minute to tell you about today's sponsor, which is Body Restore. After traveling on the long flight from England, the first thing I wanted to do was take a restorative aromatherapy shower. Body Restore create amazing aromatherapy shower bombs that provide an at-home spa experience for effortless and everyday self-care. They use organic essential oils and natural ingredients from the United Kingdom made in the most eco-friendly environment. Each bag comes with 15 tablets. They have 10 different scents to choose from. I'm showing the 3 I chose here. Energize, which has a delightful citrus scent, Calm, which is dreamy lavender, and Relief, which is eucalyptus. You just place one in your shower away from the stream of water, and they dissolve and create the most amazing aromatherapy scent. I love these shower steamers. They create the most relaxing spa experience at home. You can save 30% on any Body Restore shower steamers when you use my link. So back to my thoughts on afternoon tea. I've been inspired to do more at-home teas, which I have documented in the past. Another aspect from my trip that I'd like to incorporate are more outdoor walks. So as I returned to America, I returned to a massive heat wave. I know a lot of you around the country are experiencing the same thing, so the walks will look different. Some days they might not happen. Other days they might happen at 8 p.m. only because that's the only time it's cool enough. But that's what it is to adapt customs from another country. If I'm longing for long, rambling English country walks in the fresh air, I can still have them here, but slightly altered. While I'm getting things done around the house, I want to go back to Thoreau and his quote on the pathways of the mind. I got a bit sidetracked as I thought about my trip, but let's unpack it for a second because this is something I've been focusing on for a while now, and he says it so succinctly. He says, "To make a deep physical path, we walk again and again. To make a deep mental path, we must think over and over the kind of thoughts we wish to dominate our lives." So if I find myself dissatisfied with anything in my life, I like to empower myself to change it by beginning in my mind with the mental pathways I am creating. To tie this into the traveling aspect, if you find it hard to assimilate to everyday life after going on a vacation, focus on what you want, how you want to incorporate the best parts of that trip in your daily life back home, and allow those thoughts to dominate your thinking. So instead of being sad you are no longer experiencing those things, you can focus on how you are so grateful to have had them in your life and how you can incorporate them going forward. Of course, this is only one minute application of this quote, which really is life-changing. Perhaps I'll explore it in more aspects in the future. When I arrived home, I had a present waiting for me. My dear friend Dr. Chloe sent me this beautiful journal from Rifle Paper Company. I have such thoughtful friends. Journaling has been a big part of my journey to creating those deep mental pathways that Thoreau was talking about. When I write about what I love, what I long for, what I already have, creative ideas, visions, thoughts, and allow them to fill my head with loveliness and excitement for the future, I am causing these thought forms to settle in more deeply. As I am accustomed to doing this time of year, friends, I'll be taking some time off on YouTube to refocus and harness my creative energies for the fall. I love you and I appreciate you very much. Even though most of us have never met, I feel that I know you collectively, and I am grateful for your presence on this platform. In the meantime, I hope you'll sign up for my free monthly newsletter. If you go to jenniferlscott.com, you can enter your email in the upper left-hand corner and then click subscribe. It's totally free, and I send out one newsletter each month. It's a great way for us to stay in touch. I'd like to thank Body Restore for sponsoring. Save 30% on any Body Restore shower steamers when you use my link. Keep calm and cool and remain classy, everyone. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Love, Jennifer.